What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone. Oh yeah, guys. So I was trying to figure out where we should be going in this mod pack, what we should be doing. You know, following the quest book is all fun and good, but there's some other things in this mod pack that I don't know if are in the quest book or things that I just want to do aside from the quests that are in the quest book. So one of those things is I want to start looking at Draconic Evolution. We're not going to try and go crazy with the power storage just yet. We'll probably make one of those crazy power storages eventually. You know, the huge power ball of epicness that can store like all the power. Yeah, not right now, but soon. Well, maybe not soon. Anyway, some of the things that I want to look at though is like the enhanced charm of dislocation. That's a little thing that you can, you know, use your mouse wheel, scroll to a different thing, and then warp, and you can go to a different dimension. It's like super, super awesome. Cool. So I was looking at the recipe for this, and it looks like we're going to start needing Nether Stars. I think it's the Wyvern core that required that. Yeah, so the Wyvern core requires Nether Stars. It requires these Draconic cores, which is gold, Draconium ingots, and diamonds. So we're also going to need Draconium. And so I was thinking, you know, how are we going to get Nether Stars? We should probably look at making the Draconic Evolution Mob Grinder. Let's take a look at this one. Does this require anything fancy? It does require a Draconic core, which is just a diamond, Draconium ingots, and gold ingots. No Nether Stars here, so we could be able to make one of these, set up a little box to contain a wither, spawn it, and that'll instantly kill it, right? Sounds good to me. So, yeah, we want to start getting the Draconian Dust. We want to start taking that and smelting this into the Draconium ingots. I was going to make myself an angel block, but we're missing a feather. I need to go to the mining world and kill another chicken. But anyway, yeah, I was looking at the Draconium Dust and I want to see the whoops, I can't do that in here. I wanted to see the uses of this. So you press U while hovering over that. Yeah, so in order to do anything with the Draconium Dust, or what the Draconium Dust is used for, I should say, yeah, we can use it to make the portal frames or whatever, so we can warp around if we wanted to do that. We can make the Charm of Dislocation. We can make the book, which we probably will do because there's things in this mod that I keep forgetting about, so I'll probably make one of these. It's not expensive, really. We can turn it into gold for some reason. I'm not sure why we'd want to do that. We have plenty of gold. So we can smelt it into an ingot. There used to be a thing where you could smelt the Draconium Dust, or I'm sorry, you could take the Draconium Dust, mix it with like iron and make a Draconium blend and then smelt it in the Draconium chest, I think, and then get like 4 ingots out per. Anyway, that's been removed in an earlier version. But yeah, it looks like this is going 1-to-1, right? So 1 dust equals 1 ingot. Do sand with the dust, get 2. Alloy smelter, however, I was noticing 1 dust equals 2 ingots. What? 1 dust, 2 ingots. So the uses on the ingots is we can put it into a grindstone and convert 1 ingot back into a dust, right? You guys see where I'm going with this? So we can pulverize it into dust, and then we can smelt the dust into 2 ingots, and then you pulverize those 2 ingots into dust, and you smelt them again. Yeah, that looks like infinite draconium to me. So where we're gonna start today is the alloy smelter. So we're gonna jump into a little Ender IO. This is not super expensive. We need a cauldron. We need, oh, I guess it is a little expensive. We need 4 blocks of iron. How are we doing on iron, by the way? I don't even know. We don't have 4 blocks of iron. We're gonna need to go smelt some. Let's go take some over to our smelter. We're gonna start smelting these. We need to make the machine frame. And let's take a look at this. I think that requires, yeah, the capacitor and then it's like some steel, Terra steel. I think we're doing the mana steel because we've been getting this stuff out of like the loot bags. You can use electrical steel and dark steel. I think we have some dark steel too. We might use that. And Damascus steel, that's from metallurgy. I'm not even sure about this. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So just 3 furnaces, 4 blocks of iron, a cauldron, which is more iron, and some steel, iron bars, and then the capacitor. Yep. Cool. Let me go ahead and smelt down some of this iron. I'm going to try and get ourselves one of those alloy smelters, and we'll see if we can be super cheaty with the Draconium Dust and make an infinite amount of it. Hopefully we can. See you in a bit, guys. All right, guys, so here we go. Here's our alloy smelter. We're going to go and make that. I did set up a chest over here with some translocators, and we are pumping the iron dust that we've collected into the smelter. So we're trying to get all this stuff smelted right now. Looks like we are melting it faster than it's being able to put into the casting basin, which is fine. Maybe. Yeah, I think it should go automatically anyway. The way I have this set up right now is we have the smelter drain. We are automatically using, or I'm using the translocator to automatically pull out of the drain into the casting basin. And then I just put a hopper underneath here. The hopper isn't really pointed into anything. It's just to pull the item directly out of the casting basin so we can keep doing the casting automatically. So that's the way I have that set up. I went ahead and I smelted up like 17 blocks of iron. And then, yeah, I'm going to let the rest of that happen by itself. Cool, so we have the alloy smelter. Let's go ahead and remove this guy, and let's stick, not the slice and spice, splice, let's set that right here. So if we put in one piece of Draconian Dust, do we get two? This is what I'm curious about. Is that actually a thing? No, it's not. So the recipe said that we can get two out of there with one of these, but it looks like that is incorrect. Let's just double check the recipe real quick. So the uses on this. Go over to the alloy smelter. Yeah, it definitely says 1 dust equals 2 and it has it on 2 separate recipes, but this is not the case. So I wonder why that is incorrect. I don't know. I was looking if we can melt this down in the smeltery. No, it's only 1 ingot in there. All right, well, I was hoping we could be super cheaty out of this. It doesn't look like that's the case, unfortunately. I guess that would be a little overpowered if he could do that, but whatever. So the Draconian that we're going to get, we're probably going to go from the mining world. We're going to be collecting all of that stuff. Anyway, this was just an experiment. We can use this machine to make like fused quartz and other such things like that in the future, so it's not like that was a pointless machine to make. We didn't really need it at this point other than to try to duplicate the Draconium, but that's all good. Okay, so let's take a look back at the mob grinder. I wasn't sure how many of the Draconium we need, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we can go ahead and smelt up 4 more of these things, and we can make the mob grinder. Cool. So that'll go ahead and smelt up. We have the Tesseract frame from before, so this will be the way that we're going to get power. Another thing that I'm not sure is how are we going to chunk load our base? Our power is being made here. Unless we want to spawn the withers here, which I probably don't want to do. We need a way to chunk load our base. So let's look at chunk loaders. Okay, so chunk loaders are in here, which is awesome. So it's an enchantment table. Yep, I think we already have one of those actually. Some gold and an ender pearl. Let's go ahead and make one of those. We'll just use the current enchantment table that we have. Did I leave it out here? It's still right there. Give me this right now. Can I not break this thing? It says harvestable, no. Harvest level obsidian. Can I break it with this one? Yes. There we go, got it. Okay, so we can put that right here. So we're missing an ender pearl. So let's go get ourselves an ender pearl and we can make a chicken chunks chunk loader. Or we might even be able to just split that up into the spot loaders. I don't know. Okay, so there's a stack of pearls, which is good. Yeah, having this farm automatically go is really, really awesome. We don't have to worry about it clogging up with stuff. We're going to be collecting that Nether Essence all the time, which is really good. All right, so we got that. We can put the pearl there. There is a chunk loader, and we are good. So we might end up making another one, actually, for wherever we're going to be, but we definitely want our base, especially when we're making power chunk loaded. So let's just stick that right here. That should be fine. We can show the lasers. We'll bump that radius up a little bit. Wow, is that really going all the way over to our mob farm? Cool, mob farm is completely done. Smeltery area is completely chunk loaded so we can smelt things when we're away from here. I like it. Is that going all the way? It's going through the crop field. Maybe we can bump this up one more. Okay, so now our crops are chunk loaded too, so Nether Essence and all this stuff when we're in a different dimension should continue to work. That's awesome. I mean, alternatively, we could just split that up and do spot loaders and just load specific chunks. We have 9, we can see the chunk boundaries. Yeah, well, unfortunately, we're on like 2 different chunks here. If we wanted like the farm, yeah, we'd have to have like 2 chunk loaders there, or spot loaders, and then 2 more over here. Well, anyway, I think we're fine. So the whole area is now chunk loaded. If we want another area in a different dimension, we'll make another one at that time. For now, we have our power here, so we can make ourselves a Tesseract, go somewhere else, power that mob grinder, and we should be good to go. Right, so the next thing, let's go ahead and make this mob grinder. Should be pretty easy. We should have all the stuff, actually. So make one of those, and we need 2 diamond swords. We're out of sticks. Do we have any planks? We do. Okay, so let's make some planks. Or I guess we'll make some sticks out of planks. That's what I should say. Cool. Diamond sword. Let's make 2 of these. Got it. And I think we got everything, right? Got it. Mob grinder. Awesome. So now I just need to go ahead and fill this tesseract frame up, make the tesseract, then we'll have the power, remote power for our mob grinder. The next step is we're gonna need like a spot to form the wither boss. I'm pretty sure the mob grinder itself is blast resistant, wither resistant, so we could literally just spawn the wither right in front of it in a place where we don't care about, like in mid-air or something like that. I don't know if the tesseract actually is blast resistant, so it might blow up the tesseract. Hopefully not. I might do some testing on this. But anyway, guys, we can make ourselves some blast resistant blocks using that fused quartz like I was talking about. This should be completely blast resistant from the wither. I think the wither still might be able to break it with its block breaking stuff. Other than that, we can make the Draconic Evolution blocks. I know those are unbreakable. Those are wither proof. Yeah, we got some from Ender.io, some from Draconic Evolution, which does require Draconian Dust for 4 of those. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, guys, let me go ahead and take a minute here. I'm going to get some things together, make our tesseract, and we'll be right back. Alright, guys, so I just went over to the mob farm and I was checking out what's going on over there. Our drum here is almost full. Like, it's nearly full. So I went and made a new one and I replaced it. I know there's an experience obelisk from Ender.io, which is basically a deep storage unit for liquid XP, but it costs a little bit. We'll make it eventually. We're not there yet. So anyway, I just made a new drum over there and I was checking the chest down below and I added some more of the filing cabinets to store that stuff. And I was thinking, you know, from Ender.io, there is an item called, I think it's an Enchanter, right? Yeah, this thing. So there's an Enchanter where you can basically make your own enchantments. Like if you put a book in there, you can say, hey, I want a book with looting on it, whatever, right? So if we do this, if we make looting, we make a couple looting books, we can enchant the spikes we're using to kill those monsters in our mob farm. Yeah, you can enchant the spikes with looting, and then they'll always die with looting, which means we're going to get more drops, more Nether Essence, I assume, and more of everything. So that seems like a good thing to do. So I wanted to make one of these, and it doesn't look too expensive. Some dark steel, a couple of diamonds, and a book. I think we have all the resources to make one of these. Let's go and do that. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so we can make one of these. Now, it's been a minute since I've used one. We're running out of room in there. Let's place it out here. So, okay, recipes, right. So XP boost, this is how much XP we get, I suppose, if we kill monsters. I think that's what that does. Auto smelt, I don't think we want. Fire protection, protection, feather falling, blast protection, respiration, projectile, aqua affinity, thorn, smite, sharpness. Ooh, well, I guess sharpness doesn't really matter if we're using Tinker's tools. Maybe later on when we get to the draconic stuff, possibly. Knockback, Bane of Arthropods, here we go. So looting 3, we need some skulls. Really, is that all we need? Well, I guess we need a book and quill and some skulls. So we need, oh, and 42 levels of experience. We have 47. Huh. Okay, well, let's do this real quick. Let's make a book and quill. This. Can we do this? Oh, you know what? We're running low on feathers, right? We only had 1 feather. Okay, well, we'll make one of these. Let's grab skull. I think this will work, right? Just the skeleton skulls. Let's try it. So if we put that here and 3, well, let's just put 3. 42 levels, and there's looting 2. Or I'm sorry, looting 3. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so we can do this. I'll do that a couple more times, and then we will enchant our spikes with that. We have all the liquid XP. We just need to take this stuff and put it into a open blocks tank. Actually, did I make one yet? I can't remember. No. So yeah. So the open blocks tank, it is this item right here. When this is full of liquid XP, I think all you have to do is just right click on it. Yeah, we don't have any of the, you know, any of this stuff in there. Let's make some glass panes. We don't have enough glass. We have sand. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we need to get ourselves some sand, which is pretty easy to do. Let's grab a full stack. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and pulverize cobblestone into gravel. We'll get sand as a byproduct, but then we'll take this gravel and repulverize it, and we'll get a stack of sand that way. So let me go ahead and get that done. We'll make the tanks. I will get those spikes enchanted with these books. Alternatively, we could use Bibliocraft to copy the books, but that takes time and takes more stuff to do. This, I think, is the fastest way, and we can just do it pretty quickly with all the experience we've collected already from our mob farm. So let me get to it, guys. I'm gonna make 2 more of those books. We're gonna enchant those spikes, and we'll be right back. Cool, so I got the tanks made, and I made another set of the liquid translocators. I put glowstone on this side. When you start pulling the liquid XP out of the tank here, like the more levels you get, the more it takes per level. Yeah. So anyway, without the glowstone on there, when we're getting up into the 40s or whatever, we're draining this tank quite significantly on every click, and it's taking forever to fill it back up. So yeah, the glowstone was keeping it full the entire way. So we're in the process right now of just enchanting these spikes. So you can do that with the diamond spike plus a book. You can only do 1 at a time though. That used to be a cheaty thing. I think you could do like a stack at a time. But anyway, yeah, I made the 3 books. So there's a diamond spike with looting. We could also put sharpness on these if we wanted to. Oh, you know what? I need to get more levels. 9 levels per. Do that. Yeah. You can put sharpness on there. We could do a lot of other stuff. Beheading. Is there an enchantment for beheading? I haven't even looked through this thing to see like what all of the enchantments are. Multi-shot. Ah, soulbound. That's going to be something we're going to want for like all of our stuff. So that's cool. What else we got? Luck of the Sea, Lure, Infinity Flame, Power Punch, Fortune. That could be good maybe. Unbreaking, Efficiency, Silk Touch. Yeah, lots of stuff in here that's pretty cool. But anyway, let's just get this done real quick and we will hook up the mob farm to be the way we want it. So there's another spike with looting 3. Do those stack now? They do. That's cool. All right, so let's get 9 more levels like so. And spike plus the book, and there we go. So there's 3 spikes, looting 3. Now we could be more efficient and use 1 spike and like move the mobs around so they all hit that 1 spike. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. So let's go ahead and put these things down. So spike 1, spike 2, spike 3. We'll remove the torches. We can turn off F7. I was just making sure every spot was lit when I removed those things. And we'll turn these fans back on. Like so. Cool. And now every mob that gets killed in our mob farm is going to be killed with looting 3. So that means we'll get more Magnesio Essence. We'll get more of the other mob drops, the rarer stuff, probably more mob skulls, armor, weapons, all this stuff, which we can use to, you know, get those enchants off. So that'll be pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to, you know, collecting a lot of the Magnesio Essence from here. Some of the things we're going to do later requires that Zavicio stuff, and that is like, I think it might be like 16 stacks of Magnesio per item. I don't know. It's going to get expensive though. So anyway, the more of that we can get, the better. Cool. Well, anyway, let me continue on working on what we're doing, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so the next part of this process, we are going to need some wither skeleton skulls. Yes. So in order to do this, we need to get ourselves some wither skeletons. So there's a couple of ways. We could go to the nether, we could find a fortress, and we could try and make a cleaver and smash their face in. Well, that's one way to do it. Another way we could do it is to do it the X asterisk or X nihilo. Wait, one of those. I don't know, one of these things. Anyway, we need to make ourselves some witch water. Yes, this stuff. Witch water. So you get this by putting down mycelium, and well, you make mycelium, you put down a wood barrel and you fill it full of water next to it, and it also generates mushrooms, which is pretty cool. So I was trying to remember how we can make this stuff, and I think it's the ancient spores that we have collected thus far. I think this stuff right here. I know this will turn a cow into a mushroom, but I think this also makes mycelium. It's been a minute since I've done this. I can't remember if we apply it to dirt or to grass. We were going to find this out, so let's grab ourselves a barrel. We should have some wood ones. Yep. Cool. Let's try, I guess we'll just put it right here. This is fine. Just right on top of the grass. Not a big deal. Do something like this. All right, so if we apply, oh, grass is taking over. Can we just do that right there? Yes. Okay, so we just apply that right to that. And let's get rid of the grass. I need the watering can. I think the watering can is going to make the grass spread. We'll try. We'll try to avoid eating the grass with this. All right, so there you go. Mushroom grass and one final block. Do it. Okay, cool. Right, so now we can take some of this stuff. Guess we'll just do 2 of them. I don't know how much we need of the witch water. But anyway, as soon as we place water in here, that should start converting into witch water immediately. Yeah, it's got the transforming meter on there. We're going to 40%. All right, so that's almost done. Once we have witch water, we can apply that to our mob farm. I don't know how we're going to do this exactly. I was thinking maybe we could place it directly above the spikes, the source block, and then have like signs somehow in here so we still can spawn mobs, but like the two high ones, their head will touch the witch water before they get killed by the spikes. I think that's how we're going to do this. Anyway, we'll figure this out here in a minute. I'm going to need to get myself another bucket and probably some signs, although we could use the micro blocks. I think signs are going to be better. Do we have signs? We don't. Let's make some real quick. We're going to do this like vanilla style here. Just trying to reuse what we already have in place. 12 signs is probably going to be more than enough. Let's see. We're going to need... anything else? Bucket? I think we're only going to need one thing of witch water because I think it'll spread all over the place that we need it. Let's just take one bucket of witch water right now. We'll leave the other one over here. Yeah, we made some mushrooms too. Cool. Let's go ahead and light this farm up as well. Don't want anything spawning. I don't think anything could spawn while we're over here, but we don't want anything spawning. We'll also turn these fans off so we can work in peace without getting pushed all over the place. Cool. All right, so maybe what we'll do, let's come in from the top so you can kind of see what we're doing here. So we're gonna have the source block of witch water right here, and I should be able to pick it up and place it back down from the top when we want to turn this thing on and off. We could also do like a dispenser or something like that and have this automatic with like a push button, but I don't know how much we need. Like once we turn skeletons into wither skeletons and we get like 4 skulls, we can start making the wither skeleton seeds. Yeah, wither skeleton seeds. We need the Zavicio essence, which is going to be expensive, but we also need 4 wither skeleton skulls to do this. So maybe what we'll do is we could just collect 3 of these skulls and just make a wither boss real quick, spawn it in like a controlled area and kill it with our mob grinder, and then we can worry about farming this stuff later. But I want to have this available for later when we do want to do the farming. So anyway, we want the stuff to flow here. So we're going to want to put a sign here so it doesn't flow downwards. And we're going to want signs here so it doesn't flow out. We only want this flowing 1 block away. We need to do the same exact thing in the opposite side. So we need to do a sign there. Sign here. There's probably better ways to do this. This is just the first thing that came to my mind when I wanted to like get this all done. All right, so there you go. I guess I made the exact right amount of signs, so that's pretty awesome. Right, so if we put the witch water down right on top of that center spike, it should flow all over the place, and we should be able to continue using our mob farm the way we were using it. Yeah, I think that's gonna work out quite nicely. I think we're gonna lose those 3 spawnable spaces right here because the witch water is gonna prevent too tall, too high mobs from spawning there, but I think we should be fine. All right, so let's go ahead and button this back up. We'll remove the torches and we'll back up and hopefully everything's gonna work the way I think it should work. Yeah, that should be exactly what we want. You also don't want to touch that witch water. I'm pretty sure that gives you like a wither effect or a poison or hunger. It just gives you nasty debuffs. You don't want to touch it. All right, let's back off. Hopefully we will start collecting wither skeletons back there. It should also turn spiders into cave spiders, and I can't remember. Maybe it turns zombies into witches. I thought I just saw a skeleton. I guess we could look at the mini-map and try and see if we see anything. Oh, is that zombie like swimming in it? Oh, that could be a problem. Oh, this might not work the way I want it to work. I might have to move the spikes up a little bit. Anyway, I'll tinker with this and try and get this working correctly. That was the first method I thought of that we could do it. I think I just saw an Enderman teleport away. Anyway, let me work on this a bit and we'll be back, guys. Alright guys, well I've been letting the mob farm go for a little while and it's not working as well as I thought it would. So I made up some soul sand. Yeah, we made the Nether Essence a while ago and I'm sifting this right now. We're gonna try and get ourselves a gas tier. But anyway, I want to show you guys that the Nether Essence over here, I've been water canning, letting it grow, vein mining it, and then all the extra seeds I've been planting over here. So we're letting that grow right now so I can get more of the Nether Essence to make more soul sand, to sift it, to hopefully get a gas tier. Our goal right now is to get ourselves a safari net. Yeah, we're gonna try a different method here. I did expand out the farm. Oops, I just got some stuff. Yeah, expanded out the farm. It is now twice as deep. So our mob farm essentially is double the size as it was before. So I added in more fans. We have 6 fans here now instead of the 3 we had on each side. I did rearrange the way the inside of the farm is. Let's go ahead and just kind of pop the top real quick and I'll show you this. So we have 2 source blocks of witch water over here. One on this side, one on this side. Witch water does not make an infinite spring, so we don't have to worry about, you know, blocking this up. So anyway, this water is flowing diagonally this way. This one's flowing diagonally this way. And yeah, they're all flowing towards one single spike. This is the way I decided to change the farm since the first method we tried didn't seem to be working too well. So yeah, we have doubled the space here and everything should be working. We're all going to this one single spike. Cool. So I've let this go for a little while now. We are getting the wither skeletons like we saw before, or at least I'm pretty sure we saw those before. But anyway, we are getting the wither skeletons. We know that we're getting those because all the way down here, we have, yeah, we're getting coal, we're getting the necrotic bones, which only drop from wither skeletons, but we haven't gotten a single wither skeleton skull that I've seen, unless it's going into one of these things, which I don't think it is. But yeah, I haven't seen one appear yet. Wait, do we got 2? No, okay. I thought we had golden pans in 2 of those. All right, everything seems to be fine, yeah. Not a single wither skeleton skull. So the idea that I had is that we're gonna try and capture a skeleton. We're gonna use the MFR spawner to spawn the skeleton, we're not gonna catch a wither skeleton, just a regular one, and we're gonna spawn it regularly. And we're gonna put those skeletons that spawn through witch water, which will turn them into the wither skeletons. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking about doing. So anyway, in order to get this whole process going, we needed the Nether Essence to make soul sand. We need the soul sand to be sifted to get a gas tier. We need the gas tier, which we did not get, it doesn't look like, to make a safari net so we can capture the skeleton. Yes, quite the process, but I thought I'd bring you guys in to show you what we're doing here to get this going. So yeah, it all starts right here. We're water canning our nether crops to get the essence, to plant more seeds, to get more essence, etc., etc. So this is gonna take a minute. It's a 2% chance drop on the gas tier. I was hoping a stack, or I guess I put in like 40 soul sand, we'd get lucky. We weren't. I'm gonna continue going at this for a little while. Hopefully we'll get that gas tier here pretty quickly, and we can continue on trying to get our wither skeletons. See you in a bit, guys. Oh man, guys, that took a while to get enough of the soul sand or whatever so we could get this gas tier. We finally got it. Yeah, I went through about a stack plus 8, I think was the first one, and then it did about 48 more, I think is what we got, or 42, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, we ended up getting one single solitary gas tier. This will allow us to make a safari net. Doot. Boop. All right. So the next thing we need to do is just catch ourselves a skeleton, and then we can work on getting ourselves yeah, all these endermen. I should probably make this thing not tall enough for endermen. You know, while we have the witch water in there. Okay, that's fine. We get any more pearls? I think they just got sucked up into the thing down here. Yeah, I was looking at this. We have not received a single mob skull since we put the witch water in there. Well, no, I guess we got the enderman heads, right? But we haven't got any zombie, we haven't got any creeper, we haven't got any wither skeleton. So I don't know what's going on with this, but what I do know is we're running a little bit long in the episode, and I think we're gonna have to put this project on hold until next time. I would like to do at least one quest per episode. We failed at doing that like 2 episodes ago. Let's not do that today. So to close out today, we are going to look at this Stirling Generator. We already made one of these heat generators previously, so we just need to make 2 more of those heat generators. So we'll make 2 of these, which I believe it should be pretty easy for us to do at this point. Is that the right one? Hopefully that's the right one. Yes. All right, making sure. Okay, so now we got that complete, and now we need to make a Stirling Generator. We're never going to be using these, but these are part of the quest that we have to do. Yeah, I think the windmills are going to be our future power. Oh, we need more sticks. Blink. All right, let's make some more sticks real quick. Like so. And we will do this, and we will do... Well, we were going to do that. Oh, come on. We're out of cobblestone too. All right, fine. Fine game. We'll play it your way. There we go. So there's a piston. There's a Stirling Generator. And there we go. So I'm not really sure how the Stirling Generator works. You just put coal in there or something? Probably. You put coal in there, it probably just generates power. Then you can take the power out. Let's put a piece of coal in there. I don't think I've ever used this thing before. So we put coal in here. Yeah, it just generates power. 200 RF per tick. That's not so bad. And it's got 100,000 buffer. So I don't know how long this lasts for. Oh, it says right here. Okay, so it lasts for about 1 minute and 15 seconds. Well, that's more than enough to fill the internal buffer. If we had like the upgrade here, yeah, we could store more stuff in there, obviously. Well, that's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Does this retain the power when I break it and set it back? It does. The fuel's gone, which is fine, but it does retain the power. So that's kind of cool. All right, well, we completed a quest today. We got something done for progression in this mod pack. Let's do the right reward bag today. And let's check out what we get. What are we gonna get? Where's our bag? There it is, found it. Click it. Crap reward, of course it is. Redstone block and factory block. Well, the redstone is still good. I like this. I believe we have the redstone seed, so it's not as important anymore, but it's still all right. It's not like terrible. All right, we'll put those away. All right, guys, well, I tell you what, we're going to go and wrap the episode up here for today. Yeah, we got some progress made. We're going to be starting on those wither skeletons. Hopefully, next episode, we'll look at spawning in the wither bosses. We'll look at finally using this mob grinder we made and some of this fused quartz and our tesseract to power it all. Yeah, hopefully, we will get all that stuff going next time. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you did like it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.